here if you can hear me. Hey guys, good morning. Let me just fix that. Good morning. How are you today? How are you doing? How are you doing, guys? Welcome to this beautiful Tuesday and this very special day. Up with the birds, yeah. I'm gonna see Emma. Are you here, my friend? No, not yet. Okay. Or maybe. Write me if you're here, my friend. Because we got a very special stream today. We'll see when Emma joins. There you are. Good morning, Emma. Hi. And so, today is a little bit of a special stream. We are honoring Emma's father, okay? I hope to be able to do so. We're celebrating life and the love, as it should have been his birthday today. So I went out, Emma, and they're a little bit sad now, but I think it's so beautiful. These wanted to come join us today. Hang on. You see them as a way of honoring your father. Cumpleaños feliz. So these will be here with us today as a way to honor him. And I've also been asked to perform a group healing. So we will be doing that. We'll see if his energy feels like joining us, and we will see when it feels right to be doing the group healing. But I hope that this will be a way to honor his memory. So I've been asked to open up the rooms for him to be able to join if he feels it right, and whoever else wants to come in, okay? And whatever happens today, whoever comes in chat, just look at these flowers, Emma, and know that all is well. And we will see when it feels right with my guides to open up for the group healing energy and for honoring beautiful Father. Thank you for letting me do this. So today, in this special little stream, we'll be in his energy, and we're going to have beautiful readings, beautiful healing, and just enjoy this beautiful day. Hiya, how are you? Welcome to this special little stream where we celebrate life and honoring Emma's father. I hope you like the flowers. They just spoke to me. They wanted to come and join in today. I think it's beautiful. They're gonna be here as a little something today, and then we'll open up for a group healing in his spirit. We can place them so we can see them clearly. There's a little white flower here that wants to speak with us. There it is. You see it? it just wants to be here in the background. Okay. So, this is a little something today. I want to talk a little to you. Something happened yesterday, and I am still so moved by it. I know that many of you I said that I was gonna reach out to, and for us to start the process of our own. And I know that many are waiting for that still to happen. And it's been a lot going on. And yesterday I sat down to go into Discord and to schedule these things out, you know. Hi, Cody. How are you? And there was this surprise waiting for me. So, a couple of friends in this beautiful community had a gift waiting for me. And I can't wait till it gets here so I can show it to you. But I want to keep it a little secret in the community, maybe. It was so beautiful, and it touched my heart, truly. And I'm just so grateful that we can get to have this little community and experience this together. It means so much to me, and I've met so many beautiful friends. And I'm just so, I said yesterday to the people giving me this gift, I will share who it is once it arrives. Don't worry. And you're gonna see it in the background all the time, I promise. But it's worth waiting for, trust me. And I said it feels like collecting family, you know, bringing family together. And that truly is what I feel in this community. So today we are honoring family, and we are honoring life of one particular family member, of one particular beautiful individual in this community. But I feel we're gonna open up this now. Open up the beautiful portals, as Luna would say, to the room between us. And I do feel I actually want to start with a group healing in the energy of your father, Emma, in a way of honoring him. Ooh. Let's do that. Whoever you are, wherever you are, on your path, in your life, I welcome you to the room between us, with a little breathing space. You can be just you are, the way you are. Whoever, whatever, and wherever, you're welcome. And today doing so in honoring the life of Emma's father. Okay. I'm doing really well, Gothi. How are you doing? Emma, you okay, my friend? I feel I want to open up with group healing spirit of your father, and as you told me, and as I can feel, I want us to sit down, sit up straight, sit yourself down, sit up straight with your back up straight, letting this beautiful airflow come through so you can think clearly, as was so important to him. And I invite you to join in the room between us. This little circle, we will now hold hands. Simply breathe together. What a beauty that is us. To the music of some bongo drum. It felt that coming through. I know we've spoken about it, Emma. I can really feel that come through. And to embrace what is right here, right now. And to be open for what is right here, right now, for someone else. Let him here now. It likes to be in the background, but what is important is what I said, to stand up for who you are, but at the same time being humble and gentle towards someone else and someone else's life story. But it's important that you, all of us, that we do the best we can, but also accept ourselves for who we become. For life is a playground, but that also sometimes means that the playground still needs to have adults. It's a responsibility about love and to stand up for what we believe in. Here we are. And to humble ourselves for the reality of someone else's, but never lose track of our own, but to simply open up our hearts, ourselves, into a love and deal. I will send a little spiral of color out, a little healing bubble of energy. I have just finished my initiation, and I have not performed any healing since the initiation, since the finalization of the initiation. So this is a special stream, a beautiful way also to honoring him, the way that we do this the first time with a new energy. I'll bring up the rainbow colors. Let it embrace us and simply put that little bubble of loving ourselves and our neighbor, ourselves and thy neighbor, for who you are. I know I said it's not going to be a big thing, Emma, don't worry. Just a little something. It was all he wanted to bring today. So just breathe and keep that that back straight. Just breathe. I will come through to each and every one of you. And as this ask, I will place my fingertips, on your temple or on your forehead. Simply embrace the love for Him, of the Lord, the love of yourself. So let's breathe and it says that the Lord and Savior sees us all. He also accepts you for seeing us love. And He asks the wise not to forget about their dreams. Me and believer all have our wisdom. We're all strong in ourselves. He wants to bring that into you, Emma. Wish He could give you that hug. If you wish to give it to you now. In the end, you did receive, but I wish He could have given you more. Thanks you for loving. Now don't rut. Go ahead and live. So, I'm gonna anchor each and every one of you who wants to join. And I'm gonna try this new frequency that I've just been introduced to. Although, I know I've been working with it in past life. I'm gonna send just love out to each and every one of you. And we're gonna start from over your head and just traveling downwards all through your body. Just letting all those emotions, those tensions, those stress bubbles that we all have. Letting those just breathe a little and become a natural part of the flow. And I'm gonna use my big ones for this. I like using this. Just bring closure and breathe in space. So I'm just first gonna move it straight over the entirety of your physical body. All of you who want to. Beautiful. I can feel the swaying motion, right? This is not a magic stick. It's simply a twig that I like to use. The magic comes from within. We all have it. Down your feet. Over your knees again. Okay. I'm gonna come in and just provide some extra healing to have someone or a couple of you much located in the knees. in any area. I heard about this before also. It seems like we collect a lot of, I mean, I guess it makes sense because of it being being a joint in a way that we use almost the most. I'm not sure, but it makes sense that the weight of the upper body would be full on the knees. So a lot of also emotional clusters seem to gather there. Every material, Heisten, by the way, that you use, I believe that we connect to the same frequency. The material that we use is something only for us to focus on, only a way for us to feel content and happy within ourselves as light workers, as human. So no matter us using tarot cards or flames or water or runes or stones or twigs, I believe we're still using, my personal experience is that we're still using the same frequency, we're still working the same energy. The materials is just something that we feel comfortable, something that resonates with us feeling comfortable as human beings so that we can feel the calmness within ourselves to open up to the frequency. It's as easy as that. My personal experience, I would say that is what it is. Mm. You are affected with the knees, can feel a little bit of cold right on your right hand side because your right knee was just there and moved over to your left now. I'm gonna balance it out with a warmth. You feel comfortable both sides of your body. There. Okay. So I'm gonna start from over your head and simply let all those clusters inside just become part of the natural flow. You need to let go of rage against a certain person, Cody. The only way to let go of rage of a certain person is to let go of the rage inside of you against yourself in the situation. But we can definitely talk about it too, if you'd like. Okay, just going over. Usually, I believe that what we see in others is what we resonate with within ourselves. Because if we didn't resonate with it within ourselves, we wouldn't be able to notice it. So when we're feeling angry, when we feel upset, no matter the situation, that comes from within. And I understand that sometimes we can feel we have no way of taking responsibility for what has happened because we have no way of, it just happens. We can't do nothing about it, and it's not because of us, it's the situation. And where the rage that comes in then would be the disappointment in yourself of feeling you can't control the situation. So even if we feel we inflict rage on someone else and we want to see that individual as being the trigger, they are simply the trigger of what you already have inside of you. And the beautiful thing about this is that this is the same for the other individual as well. So when we can get to acknowledge this within ourselves, we can also acknowledge what it was within you that had you feel rage against this individual, so they too can understand why they feel a certain way. And sometimes it feels so unfair that it was something we couldn't do nothing about it. And still now I say to you, it's your responsibility in a way, it's within you. But the thing is, we can only, even me as a telepath, what I say is that we can only experience life through our eyes. So we can only see what we resonate with. And this is, emotion is also a way to, it's an outlet, right? But I truly believe if we feel angry at someone, I experienced this just this morning, and you feel really angry at someone, that probably is because it's a trigger for something within yourself that you have not let be as it is. As masturbation also works, yeah, for some people, yeah. Because my father treats my mother like crap and he hasn't helped her in 25 years after my brother died. He's told me and my mother were basically dead to him. Okay, we can go in and we can look at the situation if you like, Cody. You can work with it. If you'd like, if you feel comfortable. I'm around your neck now. I traveled a little bit back and forth. I just felt it was what was needed to be done today. Okay, I'm gonna leave this little healing bubble, this little healing flame for each and every one of you who's here today. I'm gonna leave it here. Flower. So, masturbating can definitely work for some people. It's all individual. But what we do need and what we are lacking when we feel rage, I feel, is an outlet. So that's the only way for the emotion to come out, is to feel angry, upset, and to have that bubble up inside of you as an outlet of the emotional cluster that you are experiencing within. So when we're talking about when you are observing a situation from a third eye perspective, and in this case both a third eye and also being, also being part of it in a way. If you're still here, Cody, I'm gonna check. Are you here, my friend? Because we can definitely talk about this. Thanks for the house, love. I think you should be here, Cody. Yeah. So we can definitely go up in frequency and talk about the situation. I feel it's beautiful that you bring your brother up, because I think it was you and I who we were talking about your brother, and then I think during another session we didn't quite understand what it was about. I can't remember, but hi Red VCT, how are you? Today we are having readings, Red VCT. We're talking about how watching someone suffer makes us feel rage inside. And this stream, also why these beautiful flowers are here. We just had a beautiful little group healing that is still in the works, and it will be over the duration of this stream. And we are having this stream in a way of honoring a beautiful member of our community, Emma, and her father. And since it was to be his birthday today, so this is for the memory of him. And also we are just talking, and right now we are talking about Koti and the feeling of when the situation of having her father being acting very disrespectful and neglected towards her mother. So we can definitely go up and see this frequency. So I will do that, Cody. And we'll see what we have. Okay. Okay. What I think generally, or in general, and generally, but in general, and it's a crap situation, it's a crap way, it's a crap thing to say, but I truly believe that sorry guys, you who wants to join, it's true, it's exclamation mark joy, you're already in queue, Christian, but I will just talk to Cody about the situation first. Okay? So the thing is, what is so awful of me to say is that the only real way to start the transformation of our understanding of the situation and in the situation in general is truly to start from within ourselves, because that's truly all we can do. So if we can forgive ourselves for how we feel disappointed in ourselves in the situation, if we start there, because you feeling this way comes from within you, so you feeling like you too could have done more, could have been those, when you're faced with this situation, there's always this feeling that you could have done more, and I think so many can resonate with it. And that's where we need to start. We need to start with you. And I'm not saying that you didn't do nothing. I know you did a lot. I know you do everything that you possibly can, but I also know that the conflict in feeling like you could have been someone else, you could have done it differently, you could have, in any way or form, because this is how we work as human. And so I believe that to start, and I'm not up in your frequency now, Cody, but to start there is the only way we really can reach how to make a change, to start within ourselves. So if we can forgive ourselves, if we can acknowledge the feelings that we have against ourselves and for ourselves, and how we experience our place, our actions, and our feelings and emotions in the situation, if we acknowledge that and then can forgive ourselves, or acknowledging wanting to forgive ourselves, we can then slowly become to see the situation from a different perspective. And in this situation, you can say that it's only one perspective you can possibly see it from, of it being what you said. But there's also a reason that he's acting and behaving in this way. There's also a reason why this is the way that it is. So in the only way to truly find a different way to handle it, and so also to spread to the other people involved and the energy in general, we need to start from within. So, I'm going to answer your question, Christian, and then I'm going to go up in your frequency and see what we can find. Okay, Cody? Do I think using white light energy around babies can help a baby sleep? It depends. White light energy. So do you mean the actual frequency of the white light? Because it's all individual and unique to what color that we resonate with, right? But energy in itself and coming from the heart will always comfort us. Because if we get to feel the beautiful energy around us that is surrounding us and have that be a duvet to be embraced by in a way, that will always create comfort for us. It can also create, of course, other feelings and emotions, but if we start from what you feel would help the situation, by you simply asking, you have your answer, I would say. Yeah. White chakra energy. So, yeah, like I said, in you asking the question, you have the answer. If you feel this is what could help, then that is what could help. But it's individual for each and every situation. But I would say, yeah. And with the white, you are going above the head, and that could be a beautiful way of slowly coming closer to the body. And it's a beautiful way of also letting the baby experience its own aura. There's many people that believe that chakras open in certain ages, or and so the aura can't be explored till a bit later. But I believe everything being energy and everything consisting of energy, I believe everything also has an aura. So if you feel this is the right way to go about it, then in just your question you have your answer. Yeah, I would say try it. I can read VCD, yeah. But Cody, first, let's look at this situation. Okay? We'll keep the flowers right here. Gonna be with us. We have this beautiful string. Let's look at the situation. So, like I said, there's always a reason why we act the way we act, and why we do the things we do, and in that also not do the things we don't do, right? And in order to forgive yourself, because I truly feel this stems also from the feeling inside of having been able to do differently. Because if you can look at someone and say that they should behave differently, that resonates within something within you, right? So to start there, I feel is really important, but also to understand your father's point of view, which I understand is a crap situation, and everyone experiences grief differently, but it also feels, let me see what I can see. I shouldn't be talking about someone else that's not here, but he's always had a problem with relationships to his own parents, your father. And it feels like you were always, it's almost like it was a little bit expected that he couldn't handle this and that he would go back to his old ways, even though he had, because people usually have this the two-faced, right? As we can resonate with within ourselves. And they're not showing me too much because they're saying, there were times when he really were there in a sense, but there's also this feeling of there's something being in between and being something that he had turned to before that he would then turn to back again because of not knowing what he was. And actually, what they're talking about is others' expectations. So if you're expected to not be able to handle something. Oh, Aga, hi. It's okay, my friend. So if you're expected within yourself because of how people treated you before and you treating yourself before, if you're expected within that energy to not being able to handle something that comes your way, you are more prompt to also follow in those footsteps of not being able to handle it. And I'm not on your father's side, but I'm just opening up the perspective of seeing it from different ways, right? And your mother also has her reason for trying to keep going, and she also has her reason for feeling neglected. She also has her reason for trying to toughen it through. And the situation is simply something that has happened with the energy between the two and in everything between you and the situation, right? So I do feel, to be honest, I do feel when coming to your father, it does feel like he was expected by people around him not to be able to handle the situation. And when it comes to your mother, she was expecting within herself to get to handle it by herself because of what they have experienced before, right? And so you growing up within that energy and knowing these and feeling these things both consciously and subconsciously, it's almost like your brother as well, with everything that he chose to do. His energy was keeping you together in a way, a little bit on your toes, but with love, but a little bit on your toes. Which then, when that was no longer there, all of these things that it's like you didn't have this carrot anymore, like as we say in Sweden, to keep on doing, to keep on trying, in a sense. And I'm talking about your parents here. And so when we lose everything and when we feel this grief, we'll turn back to what we used to, our ways that we've been walking, the paths, the ways that we've been sailing on before for so many years, that it just comes back natural to us to follow the old habits and old behaviors. And your mother being used to be on her own and having to bear so much on her own, and your father having been given the expectations of not being able to handle things, it goes back into the behaviors from before, if that makes any sense and if it resonates with you. So I'm not saying that it is right. I'm not saying that it's a fair situation, but I'm saying there's definitely a reason why it is the way it is. And you know this. But what I'm saying with this is that if you can go into yourself and see you feeling like you could have done more, and you accepting those feelings because you've put so much effort into saying that everything was the way it was and you couldn't do nothing about it and all of those things, the emotion behind it that you're trying to smooth over will still be there. And I know you, Emma, if you're still here, my lovely friend, will resonate with pulling that plaster, right? Because we're putting plaster over it, over what is bleeding, if instead of pulling it out and letting it bleed, letting the wound spill out so that it can dry and heal. So what we do is that we put plaster on it and saying, that it wasn't our fault. And it wasn't, but when we use that as a plaster, we still believe it was our fault. But we're trying to smooth it over instead of finding the anchor for that emotion, which was, it wasn't my fault, but I feel it was. But if we just smooth over, it wasn't my fault, what is left? I feel it was my fault. And so that is why you're still in this. So a way of doing this is to simply rip that plaster off and go to the feeling, the depth of the feeling of what is there, and meet that within yourself in a way that you feel comfortable with, but also challenging you to really meet what it is. So you can meet it, greet it, thank it, and let it be what it is, so that you know that from here on and now, we can also meet that within our parents. We can also meet that in everyone involved. Because going through such a grief and having this happen, it does put this feeling, or this, it pulls this little drapes over us of having to act in the right way. We have to act in the right way, and not knowing what that is, because no one knows what the right way is, we feel disappointed with ourselves, and we can't show that. At the same time, we should be sad and we should be grieving, but at the same time we can't show that we're disappointed, but we can be sad, and the conflict in this creates so that we look even more further within. And so by doing that, our perception of ourselves also thins out, right? And creates this very small focus point of anchoring in, usually, I know it was not my fault, but why am I feeling this way? And so if we can meet that and greet that, we can also meet it and greet it with our parents. And in that, not talking to them per se, but understanding that energy, and with that energy that we share, then let's shift the situation and the understanding of what is going on. And I am willing to help you with this, of course, Cody, if you resonate at all with what I'm saying, because this is tough. I know that. But it is what I feel also true. And you know the law of attraction? When we're afraid of something, when we're scared of something, that in its own creates what we're afraid of, right? Sorry. It is tough for me also, because I'm feeling so tough right now. But your father being so afraid of not being accepted and loved. Oh, hang on. You can't hear the music. It's so wonderful. I want you to be able to hear the music. Hang on. There it is. I can hear the music. There it is. Because of what he met in his mother, and his parents, and he never wanting to, he always being afraid of his children looking up to him the way he did his parents, with not love, with feeling neglected in a way, in a certain way for him, and him being so afraid of creating this within his own family, also leads him to just listen to what people telling him that he can't handle things. And so you go into becoming that person that you believe other people already see, creating with your fear, your what you are afraid of. But that is only perceived within yourself. But this feeling that you have within also spreads the power of thought, right? It also spreads in the room, it spreads in your energy, and you're picking up on it and creating this situation through his action and through the energy between you. So I believe that in a process between you and I, Koti, we can definitely look at the anchor of the emotions and work with both healing and healing in a different way of talking about it. Meeting what is within yourself so you can also meet what is between you and your parents. Mm. Does it make any sense what I'm saying, Cody? I hope you can see that it is with love. That it might sound harsh. It is with love, my friend. Yeah, Red VCD. I want to talk about what is. There's no reason to. I don't believe in taboos. I believe in them and there's a reason they're there, but I believe in also talking about what is behind it, because in the end, everything is underneath the sun. We're just human. Yeah. So could you imagine yourself talking to me, Cody, and us starting this process and helping this heal? Would that feel okay? Can I just say, yeah. You feel like doing it right now? Because you may, my friend. It's okay. Or we can do it just you and I. It's what you feel like. Ooh, I'm here. I'm just gonna shift my seating position a little bit. These old man's legs, right? It's been more than 5 minutes on Twitch for me. I'm starting to feel a bit overloaded. Nice to come back, passing by and saying hello. Have to go. Oh, take care, my friend. Can I just say, Paga cries and Salsera, being Paga and Emma, you've just met one another, and you just met one of my closest friends. I say that to both of you. I'll see you tomorrow, Paga. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Keep writing. I'll see you tomorrow. Beautiful scene, my friend. Send a little thought to Emma's father and Emma today. You struggle to let it go, yeah. I understand, Goody. Your struggle of letting go of the feeling of what could have been, right? What could have been if this didn't happen? What could have happened if... Was this your bigger brother? Or because they want you to use your own words to explain this to me? Because no matter, I feel you taking the... Yeah. Because I feel as a little... I feel you still with I feel you carried so much. You carried so much expectation on yourself in being both the youngest sibling but also being the responsible one. Like wanting to take care of him in a way that you contradicted yourself with, in a way. You wanted to show him a world that you had found and not quite knowing if that was your place. And the same with your parents. Oh, you said painting now. Yes, it was gonna be a surprise, Tara, when it comes here. And we can show it to everyone. It was so beautiful. It was a little surprise it spoke about before. Yeah, it touched my heart. I can't wait to show everyone. Yeah. I feel like I get to be both you and brother. Yeah. But it feels like you felt that way also when he was still alive. In a sense, it feels like because of him taking up a lot of energy in the family, a lot of effort in keeping track of him in a way. It feels like you wanted to step in and become what your parents needed in a way. At the same time, knowing it's so important for you to grow up, becoming the person and doing things that you love, and becoming the person that you want to be. But it also feels like you contradicted yourself in these feelings, in these emotions, because of your parents being so, or the whole family really being, it being so much surrounded around him that you wanted to become both of you in a sense that could create normality and everyday life and love, in a way, comfort, while still wanting the same for him. So it feels like you always played these different parts, not knowing what part truly is you. No? Because you're all of them, and none of them, and everything. So the reason why you are frustrated and angry with your father also is because you handling the situation in the way you have makes you feel tackling all of these things and having all these emotions and taking on so much responsibility on your shoulders. Him not doing the same in a way that you can feel and see makes you feel it being unfair. I still feel like it's not good enough for anyone in my life. Yeah. Is it good enough for you? Are you good enough for you? Cody? Is he good enough for me? Can I ask you a question, Cody? Yeah, I can see that. Can I ask you a question? It's gonna make sense, don't worry. Once we've done it. Can you tell me what you think about me? Tell me what you think about me. I'll explain why later. Just tell me the first thing that comes to you. Be honest, open. What do you think about me? You won't have me. Just say everything that you think, first thing that comes to you. Because there's many people who can resonate with the last thing you said about leading double lives or playing double roles. And I hope that you can find that you're not alone in this community. Come along and join us on Discord if you feel like it. There's so many who resonate with what you say, and in their way, what you're going through. But tell me, first I don't know what to expect when you first join your stream. I don't know what you do, but works in a sense. I also feel like you're my best friend from miles away. You know why this makes me so happy? Cody, thank you for the kind words. But you know why this makes me so happy? And I know, Emma, you'll be like, yeah. There you are. This is Emma, and she knows exactly what you're talking about. And she also knows why I'm smiling right now. You see, Cody, when I work, when I do this, I work as a mirror. So, if I've done my job right, the reason why I'm asking what you feel about me is because in my profession, it's also a human, of course, but in my profession, I put up a mirror. So what you see when you think about me, this is actually a way for you to see yourself. So if I've done my job right, what you feel about you, yourself, is that you don't know what to expect. You don't know what you do. But you also feel like you're your own best friend, just miles away. Waiting to connect, but still there. Not played, ready to see. It's still me. I'm still Sarah. I'm honest and transparent in what I do, but I also work as a mirror. So the most beautiful part of my work, what I appreciate the most is, or appreciate one of the most beautiful things, is when people come to me and feel, they say they dislike themselves. They say they can't find peace within themselves for themselves. They say all these things about themselves being someone they don't like. And then they come to me and they sit down and they talk to me. And then they feel I'm their best friend, I'm their soulmate. They love me. All these things they say makes me so happy. Because all I do, Cody, is to see you. And in you, letting that happen. You letting yourself see you. So yes, you get to know me as Sarah, you get to know me as who I am, and open and transparent. And I mean what I say, but I also work to give you a way to see yourself. So the only thing I do is to see you. And when I do, you let yourself see you. Isn't that beautiful? But yes, Godi, there are many in this community who will resonate with what you're going through in playing double roles and not being sure of how much is you in either one of them. Having to be, because you've always done this. Now I resonate with going back and forth between being the adult and being the child. And then you also being your big brother or filling his shoes. This also tell me that you know who you are deep inside. Because I feel like a best friend miles away. So you have yourself some. You feel you buried most of yourself with other walls. Yeah. I can see that. And that is why you're also so angry with your father. Because he has the tendency to simply hide away and to play the victim. And you and your mother doing so much, still being herself, but carrying so much and doing even more until she walks straight through the wall and she just keeps on going. And you trying to shape yourself for every situation. I can see why this affects you deeply and makes you feel that he's not doing enough because he's doing other things than what you do. I always did to try and help my mother cope with the loss of her other son. But you also try to be a mother, or you try to be the parent, you try to be your older brother, and you try to be the kid, and you try to be Goatee, and not really finding any way to cope with any of it. Just keep on going the same way you see your parents do. The same way she's fighting your mother, the same way your father is sorry. Your father is, well, yeah, maybe that's a good word actually. Because he's trying, but he's trying by playing the victim. But there's always a reason for it. But do join our community on Discord if you feel like it, because there's so many that I think you would appreciate talking to. You do. Yeah? Tell me. What is it? What is it, my friend? But I would love to also provide you healing. If you would like to be just you and I would love to start a small little process with you. Ooh. If you would accept me. Oh no, it's falling apart. Come on. Beautiful flowers. I know you're out of the water. It was just a little beautiful little thing. I wanted to be part. What are you thinking, Gotti? Tell me. on the other side. Oop. What are you thinking? My father stays away from the race, and I try to be all these roles, so I feel he doesn't have a spot in my life because I try to play the father. So I'm not to talk for someone who's not here, but I feel him having been feeling like you need to, the expectation of it having been that he's not strong enough, and you having the expectations of having to be strong enough, that could actually really be part, yeah. But I don't think it is this way for him. I don't think he perceives you in the way that you perceive you. I don't think he feels you need to fill his shoes. I think he's simply afraid of also losing you. In a way of getting too close and then not being enough. Does that make any sense? But I would love to talk to you, just you and I. If you would like. I would like to give you an opportunity to sit and just let everything out, and also for me to go in and see what we can do in order to help also via healing. Yeah. Because of him being neglected by his parents, he's afraid of not being enough for you. So you feeling you need to fill his shoes and being afraid that's what you do, I don't think he looks at you that way. I think he's scared of coming too close because of the expectation of him not being enough. Okay. But the healing, I would want to do that just you and I. If that would be okay, Cody. If you would feel comfortable. Mm. Okay. So can you join Discord or send me an email? And we'll find a way. A small little process. It won't be a big one. A small little process and see where we end up. Yeah. I think also it was so beautiful that you came in with this today, because I feel you can resonate also, Emma, with this celebrating the life of your father. I know there are ways that you can resonate with. That's fine, good. You can try it. Just click a link and you create a little username and then you're there. Or you can send me an email. It's fine either way. Or PM here in chat. Or on Twitch. But you can try Discord. It's a beautiful way to talk to others in a very similar situation. Love it. Yeah. We are celebrating the life of Emma's father. So what I'm thinking, why this is so beautiful that it came up today, because I know we have other people in queue, but I feel it was so beautiful that you brought this up today, Koti. because it brings hope, but it doesn't have to go the same way, or it can go differently as to what Emma experienced and Emma's father. And it brings hope to both of you, to the two of you. It's a beautiful way for Emma's father to maybe also have us see the whole situation from a different perspective, and also for you to do the same and to heal both ends. No, I didn't know this could either. I just joined and yeah, everything just happens from there. Yeah. Try it out, Cody. I think you can put ! Discord in chat, and you'll have a little link, and then you'll be asked to create a username, I think. It's just a platform it's a chatting platform, or a platform to keep in contact and chat in different servers, on different servers. Yeah, try it if you feel like it. But I think this was beautiful. Yeah. Is that okay for today? Because I feel I would like to go in and work with this with you, Cody. Okay. So, Red, are you still here, my friend? Let me get the queuing up. Look. Yeah, and Christian is here also. Christian is actually, you, Chris, are actually first in line because of having been pended from last stream. Oop. Does it do it right? I think it does. Yeah. So, does this feel okay, Cody? Do one of those magic sticks. You can go outside and just see what speaks to you, you know? And sometimes they say their time is up for us to work, so they would just break. And then a new one comes in. I have all different kinds. This one I have a little bit of a difficult relationship with because of energies gathering and getting a little bit stuck at the end when I work with healing for a reason. I just not sure. We don't speak the same language just yet. That's a beautiful challenge. Ooh, and there was the other one. I wanted to come and say hi. You saw it from before. Yeah. So is this okay, Cody? Because I'm thinking I'm gonna go just a quick bathroom break, and then we'll do yours, Christian, and Red. Does that sound okay? And Emma, are you okay, dear? And I can't wait for you guys to see the surprise I had yesterday when it arrives. I'm gonna share it with everyone. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna leave as is, and maybe you can. No, it's getting too dark. Okay, sorry. We'll have it like this. I'm just gonna head to the loo, and then we'll come back and see what we have for you, Chris. Okay? And then we'll do Red, and we'll see what happens. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna leave as is. Bumpus is up. I love it. Hi, Itchy. Hi. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Itchy, we are honoring Emma's father today. That's why we have those little flowers. Special stream today. Go ahead. Are you still here, love? I'm sorry I'm calling you love, but I'm gonna do that now. Thank you so much, Blue. Love ya. So I wanted to I want us to start working, right? So I'm gonna get back to you. I'm sorry that it's taken so long. I sat down yesterday to schedule everything up, and then someone had a big surprise waiting for me. And I started crying, and then I couldn't do nothing else. And I can't wait to show you all what I'm talking about. I can't wait. I'm still so touched and well. Indeed. Indeed. And I can't imagine why you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you will. But I'm ready to start working. And also, we have started a little group, and we maybe would love you to join so we can talk and see what happens about it. Okay? I saw someone was asking about the drapes behind me. Is that little someone still here? Because I didn't get to see who it was. It was someone who asked, oh, was it Pega? Oh no. What was the question? If there were crystals? You think he was referring to that one? Or this one? Curtain, yeah. So, it's not crystals, no. It's just very lightly woven fabric. Oh, the purple one. This? Maybe it is, actually. I haven't thought about it before. It's beautiful though, isn't it? It's so light as well. I love it. I can't remember where it comes from. It's a scarf, but I can't remember how I got it. But it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to be working with healing as well. So I laid out on the bed as we are here. We might be moving home over the weekend, but or not, since that was apparently something I didn't want to talk about. And I took it out from here and just spread it over the bed, and then I lay everything on top of it. It's beautiful to be working with. Yeah. So, Chris, are you ready, my friend? You still here, Chris? Should be. Little thingy bumpers gave me shows that you're here. Yeah. What would you like today? Would you like a reading, a general, a specific, or a healing? What would you like today, Chris? All good. Everything? What would you like? You're not reading. Yeah, okay. Anyways, hooray! Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, I'm not gonna have to move this, although I really want to work with fire when it comes to you. I'm sorry that it's been doing this flimsy flums. It's because of the lighting in the room. When we get home, I hope it will be better. But let's see. I want to work with stones with you. So, Chris, last time I spoke with you, I was saying, go for it. Do it. You're on the right track. Get your ass off the wagon, if I can use that expression. They're still saying the same thing. Things have happened, yes. There has been movement, but it's been movement on different departments, or from what we were discussing then. So they are gently pushing you once again. It's difficult in how the world is right now, you know? I want to use real fire with you. I want to give you that push once more to really start this. Ass of the wagon. Yeah, you know what I'm talking to. You know what we're talking about. You know what I'm referring to. You're still sticking yourself, in the mud a little bit. For no other reason than it's just... I mean, there are situational reasons, but it also has to do with what your choices are, right? What you decide to do. No? It's the wagon coffee. I mean, the wagon is good because it's moving forwards, but it's moving forward in a direction that you wish you could control in another way than what you do. So I'm not saying that you're not moving, because things really have started to move. Yeah, it was already in motion when we spoke last, but this feels to be career-wise, and also in relationships, but definitely career-wise. It feels like you got yourself moving, but now you wish you could control how it moves. Sorry, this is why. I had the wrong thingy! That's why I didn't know how to say it. You want to be able to control what you do more than what you do. And it's not this thing of, okay, I'm not a follower, I'm a leader. And it's not about, I need to oppose what I'm doing. It's simply this feeling of, we are in motion, but I want to take the reins. So why don't you? They're saying, actually. And not in a way that it inflicts problem upon others, but within yourself. It feels like when you're creating this, when you have this environment, when you're letting other people decide what to do, sometimes we need to have that happen. But it feels like that goes also into within you, and you have all these fantastic creative ideas. And also, it's okay to just feel like a person. It's okay to just feel like an individual and not having all this and not being too intelligent, because people always refer to you with your intelligence. And it's always either you have it or you're a fool. And it's nothing really in between. And sometimes it's okay to just fall in between and think, I'm just me. It's okay. But they also want to push that fire. You are in movement, yes, but you within yourself want to take the reins, and you have the ability to. So do. It's not about taking over. It's about taking over. It's about taking responsibility for yourself. Is what they're saying. Always. It's always a second attempt. Okay, maybe they don't want to do this. Okay, it's okay. I'm sorry if this hurts your eyes. And they're talking about being lonely. And when you're lonely, you want to overdo other aspects of your life. It's okay to just be a human in relationships too. We are talking now about moving into, with relationships and with career. And with both of them, it's this, you want to take control for your own thoughts, for your own actions. But it feels like you're frustrated with yourself for letting other people decide over you. And not only outspokenly, but just with their actions and with you. It all happens inside of you, right? Is this more as a new job movement or the same job? I'm not a fortune teller, so I'm not telling you what is going to happen, and they're not telling me too much, Chris. But they are talking about how you were shifting career-wise before we spoke. You were on your way into something new, and now you're in this. And I'm not saying if it is, a full career shift, but something in career has shifted and was on its way of shifting when we last spoke. And now it has happened situationally, but you are still waiting for that change within yourself, if that makes any sense. And it's both career-wise and relationship-wise. All of this, it just feels like you want to take control over something you can take control of without hurting other people, but you're letting the thoughts and emotions that you think other people have control you. Yeah. Before we spoke, or last time we spoke, it was a lot to do about tradition and choosing your own path. And I know I said you can still be a good person when also following your heart, and that makes you, it's you, you're not bad or good. But that was a lot about the focus point then. Now it's a more stabilized situationally, but within you it feels like you want to do other things within yourself than what you're doing. And you, in this, I have started to use the expression of a merry-go-round a lot. That makes sense. But it is a merry-go-round on top of a wagon. So you're not scared of falling off, and you're not scared of not being in movement. You're not scared of not being secure financially or being secure. You know that things will turn out great. And things that has happened has really showed you that potential. But you're still stuck inside of your own head, wishing that you could do differently for yourself. And not differently in what you do outside, out from your body, but inside, inwards, in what you let yourself, giving yourself a bit of more challenges. It feels like you're stuck in your head, feeling like everything goes a little bit on repeat. Even though everything changes, it still feels inside it goes a little bit on repeat. And you want to give yourself more challenges because you feel you can take it. But for some reason you feel stuck in keeping to what is not comfortable, but what you're used to. At the same time, not being used to, because they're different situations. And it's this conflict that I'm feeling. Would you say you resonate? You don't resonate? Or how do you mean? You feel you don't resonate with what I said? Okay. It's quite interesting that you say that, but okay. For some reason it still comes through though, like you're trying to... It's all just about taking charge in your own life. And it feels like you found yourself in a way where you know you can't do it because you've created this opening for yourself and things aren't moving, like I said, but it does feel like you're still holding back from inside. But maybe it'll make sense to you another time. I'm sorry if you don't resonate. It's just what comes through, truly. And I feel this with, you know, having to choose not who you are, it's not that, but choose your actions to kind of, it's between this trying to prove and just be. It's always this being intelligent or being a fool and, you know, falling between. They're just telling you to chill, really. To have the fears and the force to jump off the wagon, but still breathe in what happens, you know? You can see that, okay. So you do resonate. Because I tried to say, okay, if you don't resonate, what could it be then? But, okay, so you can see it. I mean, we all experience things different ways, you know, in our own way. So it's okay if you don't resonate. It's important to have an open discussion, you know. But I try to see what it could be, but it's still the same information, so you can. I understand. Yeah. So really what we want to give you is the same as before. You know, you did it then and you can do it now. And what is so beautiful is this time it's not a physical move you need to do. You know, it's not something that you have to have been done in order to do something completely new. This time it's simply inside of you. For opening up opportunities, yes, but it's inside of you. And now finally you're starting to have this stabilize. We're talking about the income, but you know, just this feeling of life of, you know, you can provide for yourself and you can be comfortable in a little way, and then you get to actually meet yourself as well. Because there's been so much focus on just getting to this point. And now you're here, so you want to explore your opportunities and give yourselves little challenges. And what we're saying is to have fun, and you know with yourself that you won't do something that will hurt someone else. So I'm not scared of that either. I truly just believe, once again, like I said, get your ass off the wagon and breathe. You're free, you know. So it's the same like we said to you last time. Just go for it. You can do it. And if you see how you shifted perspective in your energy since last time and now, it's quite I mean, it's not better or worse, it's just different. And that is so beautiful. It's so beautiful how you can be stood in one place in life and thinking a certain way, and then you end up at another place, and that gives you a totally different outlook on life. And in that interest to get to know yourself. And I like that. You know, you're starting to believe in yourself now. And I love seeing that. Yeah. So, what I have for you today, just love, joy, and I believe in you. Okay. Cosmikis, I have this one person after Chris, and then you can have your healing. Definitely. I feel like there's a dual edge to me, like there's a joke around carefree style, and then there's the intelligence side. Yeah, like did you see? It blew out. That was something that you need to think about then, because this is what I was referring to before. I was talking about it's okay to fall in between. You don't have to feel you need to be intelligent, and you don't have to feel you need to be intelligent in order to be a fool. You can just be you. And why I feel you experience this is because of you now starting to see your own potential in a new way. Or you've always seen your own potential, but you're starting to embrace it. And so this also opens up for the opportunities, which creates this dual side inside of you. I know this is something you always had, you know, intelligent or a fool. So I'm not saying that, but what is so beautiful is that you can truly meet that now. And you can truly look at it and feel it's okay to just be you. And I feel that will fall into place when you allow yourself to just start moving on your own 2 feet. So I think it all comes together. And of course, it's beautiful you can be here and express this with us, and we'd love to see you here and on Discord and talk to people who experience similar things. But for you, I truly feel this this conflict inside of you, that you will find peace within that once you truly see your own strength and let yourself, when you start this journey of exploring your own abilities, your own capabilities, and without hurting others. I'm saying that just because I feel it's important for my ego to say that, but I know you're not afraid of it. Then it will start to make sense. Just back your choices more? Yeah. And to have fun. Life shouldn't be something to try to achieve. It should be something you live. No? So not just back up your choices from what will come tomorrow, but feel strength for what you're doing right now. And have fun. You have created this opportunity for yourself. You did this, Chris. So just keep on going on your own 2 feet. And take one wagon there and one wagon there. And explore yourself and what happens in your life. But I did like that expression. Life shouldn't be something to achieve. It should be something you live. Does this feel okay for now, Chris? Because I feel it was all you wanted to hear. Just to be accepted for who you are in what you are, and to someone to see this journey this adventure that you put in front of you, but you're also in it right now. Cheers. Thank you for letting me give you that, Chris. Is there any healing I should do that? I do have this new form of healing, which is a system flush. So it flushes you completely. Just drains everything that is an obstacle inside of you. It's said to be doing. And I'm thinking if there's any healing that could help you, it will be that one. But also, you just need this little moments of, I think you can do this by yourself. Just create a little. Okay, Chris, look around the room. In front of you, look in front of you, and then pick an object. Whichever object. First thing you see. And tell me what it is. Just pick it. First thing. Okay? First thing. And tell me what it is. Headphones. I knew it. I saw my microphone, so I thought it must be something to do with that. Okay. Headphones. This is perfect. So, every time you see something, touch something, or use something that reminds you of headphones, whatever that associates to you, headphones. If it is those headphones, if it is headphones in general, music, the feeling you get with putting them on, whatever you associate to those headphones, whenever that triggers, I want you to look at the headphones now, and I want you to put your hands on it. And I want you to breathe with it. It might sound silly, but breathe with the headphones. And each time you see something that reminds you of those headphones, I want you to feel the fire within to trust yourself. Every time you see it, remind yourself you're on the right track and you have the right to walk on your own two feet. Okay? So every time headphones comes up to you, they're a reminder, in your head, in your mind, and what you associate to them. Let that be a reminder of that you, Chris, you're doing this for you. And it's just as it's supposed to be. Enjoy here and now and walk on your own two feet with your heart. Okay? That's your own little healing. Feels good? Because you did this. The person you were when you once saw those headphones for the first time, and the person you are right now, and the person you will be next time you ever think about them, or what you associate them with, still you. And you've done this journey. And you're still here. Let's have fun. Okay? Thank you for letting me. Let me give you that. Yeah, good. That's your bubble. Do you feel okay to end there for now? I want to bring in the flowers again. They're so important for this stream. Oh, like the energy just that comes with them. So beautiful. They've been here all along. Don't worry. Yeah. Thank you. I have to check. What is that little picture, Red? Haha, right. Thank you, Christian. Thank you. Your energy is inspirational. Let's do this. And don't worry about hurting people, because when you don't worry, you won't. And you have your heart in the right place. You know this. You know what is right, you know what is wrong. Just be you. And let's have fun. Okay? All lies in between the intelligence and the fool. That's Chris! With love, my friend. Truly. Okay. That was with love, Chris. Red? I'm sorry I hurt you. Okay, Chris? I'm sorry for my little joke. Is it okay? And cheers to you. Woo. Okay, Red, are you here, my friend? Thank you. Are you here, Red? I saw you say a ha-ha before. Are you ready for your little something, Red? Mm. Mm? Okay. Would you like a general reading or a healing? Because we can look at, was it you who asked to look at your chakras? Or was it someone else? Because I do almost feel like we would go into looking in your energy body. But it's how you feel, my friend. I will always listen to my guides, but you know. I'm just gonna check so I don't have any clients afterwards. I'm just gonna check you guys. No. Okay. All this tomorrow. Good. Yeah, it was you. Yeah. So I want to start with looking at your energetic map, because I feel your thoughts are all over the place right now. And I want also to check why that is and what we can do to help you. Okay? And you know, the exhaustion comes with your thoughts being all over. But I feel this is not connected per se with what is going on with the world right now. It feels like it's something that has caught up with you. So let's see what we can find. Okay? See if this works. Oh, I'm so grateful to Bumpers for doing this. Okay, Red. Okay. I will use smoke as I do. Little me. You don't resonate with your thoughts being everywhere? Or was it more what I said? Something calling up with you? Because I feel you feeling this. Something is imbalanced, maybe. I feel there's just loads of different impressions right now that you can't quite put a word to. And with that comes this just lazy tiredness feeling. Yeah. Okay. Oh, well, it lights. Yeah, okay, so they're talking about you searching information about your grandmother. This is something completely unrelated. It's just that your grandma said that you've been looking for her in some way or form. It could be something that you completely don't resonate with right now. It was just coming through to say that all is well, but that she sees that you're trying to contact her. So it was just that little something that came through. It's unrelated, but it was something very prompt that came through, and it may not make any sense now, but maybe later. It was just something that it's this beautiful, and she's saying, I would say grandma, but I'm not too sure because I'm not up in your frequency, but there is a woman coming in saying that you've been looking for her in some way or form, or your family have, and just want to say hi, and just saying that she sees that, so it's okay. But you probably won't resonate with it, but she's just coming through saying that. So that was just something else. But it was important to her, nevertheless, for that energy to come through. It was just a little something like that. Okay, so let's see if she's. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. So let's see now with your frequency. No, I'm not sure. I don't think you would, but it was just a little something. So when you hear about it, it would just. It will. They're talking about this clicking for you, so you'll understand what it's about. And when you, having heard this in some way or form, will open up for a door to be open, so you can understand it better in that situation. It was just something that was important to come through in some way or form, but a very little something. So, okay. Yeah, I feel it could be. I feel it could be. And with you having heard it and starting to process it already subconsciously now, they're talking about how it will be easier for you to resonate once it happens in a way. Everything happens for a reason. You know? So this was just a little something, and it's nothing to be worried about. It's just a little something. Okay. Okay. So let's see your frequency read. There you are. Okay. Okay. I tend to not talk too much about the future because I feel, me personally, I feel it's something that everyone deserves to figure out for themselves and to experience. But sometimes it does come through with certain things, and so I'm just talking about what comes through. Let's work with it. Okay. 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 So red. Let's see. Okay. There you are. Okay. Yeah. You have triggered something within yourself. I can see because your chakras, also the small ones, I can see them being activated in a almost as working as a searchlight right now, from going from your head all the way to your toes. So it's like you're waiting for something to happen. You've opened up to learn something new, and now you are waiting for this specific information to come to you. Not you getting this reading now, but I see you with a lot of books, for example, and I see you searching for a new, not a new path, but a new little something in your life. It looks like you opened up. I'm just looking at your energetic map right now. So I'm not in your frequency per se, but I see your energetic map, and that is telling me that something is, you've opened up to search for something new. And I don't feel like being to do with romance, but rather hobbies or interests, something that teachings, right? To learn something new. So it feels like you have, whether it being subconsciously or consciously, I feel you have opened up almost or many of your chakras in order to just gather information. I would talk about this being also having to do with spirituality, having to do with what I do, but I also feel in history. I feel like you're interested in learning about what happened before, what has happened, and what we come from. And you wish to, I have this, whether you resonate or not, but it comes through as this feeling of wanting to understand something from a completely new perspective. You wanting to take one teaching and use it in a way to understand another. So to shift the focus to find something new that people have not seen before. So taking something that we know, a bit of history, and seeing it through the glasses of something new, of maybe hearing the memories from those who were actually there. But I don't think it is directly connected to spirituality, although I'm reading tarot cards into this in some way or form. You might have been talking to someone using them. So I feel it is connected with intuition and intuitively know things, but working with teachings and understandings that are actually also on the more logical side, although I prefer to see them both as being logical, but I think you know what I'm trying to get at. So with this, I see you opening up your crown chakra and the two chakras connecting you to Mother Earth, right? To Gaia. And so it's almost like you're searching for the reason. The reason. This is it. Okay? You have been starting to search for the reason. The reason for everything. So how do you expect to feel if you want to find the only thing we can never know? No? You want to know the truth behind why we're here. You want to know the truth. Maybe I feel you're also dealing with tarot cards. I feel this coming to you, being a part of it. I see what we read about star seeds or what we read about astronomy. I see everything coming together for you, being about that or something different, but you are looking for a very deep level answer. You're looking to know why. You read, yeah. So you read tarot? I found that. But it still feels a little bit reluctant in that area. It feels like you're not trusting yourself. And so therefore you're looking for the bigger truth. So you want to explore the reason. And so you open up the crown chakra and you open up the chakras underneath the soles of our feet to connect to Mother Gaia. And you're looking, you have not opened up about the crown chakra though, because I feel you're afraid of doing so. So you started the process to become this channel of information, but you're afraid of doing so. Because I don't see the I see the 8th chakra, but I don't see the 9th and 10th being open in that way. I see you feeling very important to secure yourself with your aura, and the chakras connected, directly connected to the first body around you, right? So you want to reach out, but you're scared of doing so too. So why you're asking me now? You did have something specific to ask, but why you don't have the specific to ask is because you're looking for what is the answer to all. So what we want to do today, Red, is to bring you down, because this is something that happens suddenly within you. And that tells me, I mean, you've always been curious, that's not what I'm saying, but you are running from something. Did you just get very lonely? Felt like all of a sudden you're in the situation where you're alone? And with this, you're trying to reach out for everything. You're trying to understand the reason why everything happening. This being connected to what the world is experiencing right now also, but also connected directly to a personal breathing. They're not showing me too much here. It just feels the reason why you want to know the reason for everything is because you want to know, or you can't grasp the reason for you being put in the situation that you have. That makes sense to me. But they are talking about a very dear and near one not being there anymore. Could mean something differently, but it is what's coming through. But they're being very cautious, because your energy is being very cautious. So what I'm seeing in your energetic body, Red, you have this active chakra, the crown chakra, and underneath the soles of your feet. And you have the first closest body around you. But the other ones that are in between those and outside of those, creating your reality and how you experience others and yourself, you're closed off from. And that is telling me that you're grieving. So you want to open up as far away from yourself as possible and widen yourself and your conscious as far as it goes. Why we can't do that and why you feel you can't? Because you need to start from within. And what we feel inside, deepest down inside, is what we will see and view the rest of our world through the lenses of. And if we're feeling stuck here, and scared of what is in here. That would be the lenses that we also view the rest of our world with, which creates it so what you want to run from in here via moving away from that, what you want to run from in here, you also meet out here, because what is deepest inside is also furthest away, creating everything in between because of the lenses. And you being more, knowing more about chakras, know more than me about this, but I think you know what I'm talking to you about. So I'm not saying don't do this. I'm not saying I'm not here to bring you down. I'm not here to say, you know, why do you want to know? I'm here to say I love to explore too, but I also love you to be able to join yourself on your journey. It's like with astral projection. If we do it in a way to run from ourselves, it's a completely different experience than if we do it with ourselves. And they are telling me, your guides are telling me that you owe it to yourself to do it with yourself, this experience. Because what you're interested in is absolutely beautiful. But who is to be interested in it is even more so. We need to meet your grief in order to meet the universe. Or you don't need to. You can meet the universe right here and now, but they are telling me you owe it to yourself. Take yourself with on that journey. And the way to do that is to love who you are inside. Yeah. I know. I can say that. And it means so much to me that you are sharing this in your energy with me. You've been strong for so many others, but you've been waiting for someone to, or you've been scared of someone to see through you. But it's not seeing through you. It's about seeing you. And with your experience and, you know, having walked this earth in a way that you have, you feel you need to be there for others. In a way, in a sense. I'm not that person, Red. I want to see you. And that tells me you do the same. So for you to wish to find the ultimate truth, or to just explore the universe, I love that. I'm doing the same right now. I think it's absolutely wonderful, but from different perspectives. But I want you to be able to be with. I've been asked to work as a coach for energy workers. And I know you feel you have more experience than should be able to, or we have it to go to a coach in that way. But because of the blockages you have, if you would be willing to, I would feel privileged to have you with in this journey of exploring what is out there. But that process will start with you. And you don't have to see this young girl sitting here being the one doing it. I'm putting up a mirror, and you will be doing this for you. But it will be a privilege to have you with, if you would feel like. But it will not be easy, because it will start in you. So you wanted to hear, to read the energies of the universe, and you wanted to ask the ultimate question, but you were scared of hearing the ultimate answer. The ultimate being the one that you know deep inside in yourself. But it is what it is. And there's a reason that you're here now also. Thank you, Red. Would you like to join Discord or write to me in PM or email, whichever works, and let's start this process. And then it would be lovely to have you with on this journey. It feels like I said, to bring family home. To collect family around the kitchen table, you know? A lovely feeling. How are you feeling now, Red? Get in contact with me in any way or form, and we'll find a time to start just you and I, and then bring you together with a group. Sounds good? And not to be coaching you as having you under my wings, but to be sharing these experiences together and have fun. But starting from within. So get in contact with me, and let's do this. Does this feel okay for today, my friend? Goody. Yeah, I understand that you consent. I could say that too. It's like everything in between. I mean, all your lower chakras, all the way up to your crown chakra, you're not connected to. So let us work with that. Okay? Let us do this, you and I, in a process that is at your pace. Okay? When you are neglecting yourself, this is tough love now. When you're neglecting yourself, Red, it's very difficult to resonate with empathy for others. And you feeling these, I get these warm sensations, this heaviness, this tension over your shoulder, or underneath your shoulder, but and all over, really. It's not your emotions need an outlet, so they try every way or form they can. Contact me either on Discord, PM here on Twitch, private message, or send me an email. It's what is easiest for you. you can try Discord. It will be there where we have our sessions as well, or Skype. It works too. But contact me initially or on Discord or here. You can try Discord, and if you don't feel comfortable with it, you can send me an email. The old-fashioned way, and not too old though. It's still technology, right? But you have Discord here if you want to try it. Otherwise, you send me an email. Okay? And my email is this. Yeah. Okay? Because I feel the healing we need to do. I feel I want to do one-on-one. In small steps. Thank you for letting me do that. For letting me come with a hammer a little bit. I would love. Okay. The thing is, because I see this trying to stabilize the heart chakra with, all the green. I feel we need to open it up, letting it breathe again, in order for it to absorb it. Perfect. Thank you. Welcome to a little corner on Discord. Beautiful. Let's do this together at your pace, okay? I have a little bit of stretching and scheduling and moving to do, but I will get back to you, don't you worry, and let's do this. You have so much that you can teach me as well, so let's share this and enjoy life. Thank you, and let's do it. Okay. Reese, hi, welcome to the community. How are you, my friend? So, I had someone saying they needed healing. Kalisha? No, that was not your name. Hang on. Kashmilkis. Kashmilkis? Are you still here, my friend? Let me check. Don't think you are you? If you are, just let me know. Feel I have someone watching though. I'm gonna bring up your name. Kansaki14. Are you by the keyboard? Easy doodles. Yeah. This has been a wonderful stream. Emma, are you still here? I think you are. I hope it was okay to do this just a little thing. Let the flowers. It's just sometimes we meet these people that simply feels like, and I said this before, when I say that I feel like I find family, I feel like I can get too attached too fast. And I did this to a couple of people. I'm gonna start crying now. I did this to a couple of people in the community, and yesterday they surprised me with a gift they've been working on for 3 weeks in a way of showing appreciation. And here I was feeling I might be too attached, I might be coming on too strong. And I was feeling that hesitant energy, but that energy was because they kept a secret from me. So when I spoke with them yesterday, I know you know who you are. I can't wait to show what you did and to tell everyone who you are, but it's going to be a little bit of a surprise. But when I spoke to them afterwards, there were no hesitation. So the feeling I had from within, and this really speaks volumes of how we can affect the way that we feel our life to be, truly. It's quite fascinating. Yeah, bubble hug. Yeah. So going back to this beautiful healing room, started out with the energy of Emma's father holding hands. I want to thank you all for this wonderful stream today. I am still so tired of my initiation, so I feel this might be a good place to end for now. But I feel it was so beautiful today, and it was so fascinating, you, Goti, coming in with your feelings about your father, and it being so, being able to be resonated with what is here truly speak volumes of how there's a reason for everything. So with the spirit of your father, let us just combine this beautiful bubble of loving ourselves and being humble to others, as is what is coming straight from it. And once again, it's coming through that the Lord and Savior sees you, but He also accepts you seeing you. To all of you, all the love, joy, thank you. Complianas feliz. Thank you for today. Do we have anyone who wants to raid? You want to raid? Your Discord, yeah. Looking forward to hearing from you. Just everyone who wants to start a little process with me, just send me a little hoot, and we'll find a place and a space. It's beautiful, and it's so beautiful to get to talk to, for you guys to get to meet people who are so similar but so unique to you, and to talk about things, to see friendships form between you having coming together on stream in this little community. Brings me so much joy. So you who wants to start a process with me, just send me a little hoot and I find a way to book us in. Okay. Is there anyone you would like to raid today? Is anyone streaming right now? Let me see. No one that I know of. Do you guys have anyone? Wizard Wee. Okay. Is that his Twitch channel? Wizard Wee? So if I just put it in, we will get the, yeah, okay. You too. Can't wait to see you. friend. Thank you for a wonderful stream. See you very shortly. All the love and all the bubbles. Thank you. See you soon. Just hang on. I will be playing the, what's it called? The end title. And then we'll be ready. Okay. Say hi from me. See you soon. Bye. Right. I will not be back on Thursday because I'm moving over the weekend. Just check on Discord and you'll know when we'll see you next. Okay. See you soon. Bye bye.